Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and happy April Fool's Day. If you've been with this channel for a while, you know that every April Fool's I like to look at stuff that's not Digimon cards. And this year, we're looking at some Overpower cards. These are from the original Overpower release. I say original, but like the first time, because it's recently got a resurgence in the past couple years, I want to say. And I really enjoyed it as a child because they had Marvel characters initially, where you built a team of 4. This was my frontline team. You always had one character in reserve. And so like you could have Doctor Doom, Juggernaut, Wolverine face off against other Marvel characters. They later expanded that to DC. And as you know, I love crossover, so the idea of like Superman versus Juggernaut was really cool. If you're very astute, you'll notice that this one has 4 stats as opposed to these ones had 3. These were from like the earlier ones. They later added a 4th. But yeah, I got a resurgence recently. And initially they started out with just open IPs, doing Sherlock Holmes and things like that. But more recently they've actually gotten some actual comic book ones again. So now you can have like The Walking Dead or Invincible versing off against Moriarty, or if you have the older cards, these are still compatible with them, so that's totally cool. But so today, we're going to open up 4 packs of Overpower. I actually backed the Kickstarter, which is how I got these. I got 2 boxes, I think it was. And I've just had these off to the side, just sitting off, just waiting to shoot this video for me to open them. But yeah, these are some packs, and I know, like, when this initially came out, like, I was barely double digits, so, like, I went back and I looked at my original deck that I had built, and I'm like, oh, this is not a good deck. So I know some of it, how it works, but for the most part, we're gonna open these, we're gonna have some fun, take a look at them. And they do something that's really cool that I do like with these packs. Ooh, we got Cthulhu starting out. That's one of the ones that I built a deck for. And the thing that I like about this is that we got Cthulhu, so we're going to get some of his cards. So Cthulhu, he's a 6/1/8/7. Like, they had to change some of the ways that they did things, but he also has the ability of he can play teamwork cards from in reserve. Normally you can't do that. Your guy in reserve is just kind of chilling there. But this one can actually do something, which is pretty cool. And they put the character cards with some of their ability cards. Like, I think you get a full set of ability cards. So that's pretty cool to allow you to do extra stuff. This one, just avoid 1 attack. KO any one of Cthulhu's teammates. All of the teammates from his current battle are discarded and do not get added to the venture total for this battle. I don't remember what venture total is. There's 3 ways to win the game. It's either you KO all of your opponent's characters, you win all your missions, or if your opponent loses all their missions, then you win. And I think the venture has to do with losing missions, if I remember correctly. Play this card in front of Cthulhu or teammate for the remainder of the game. Target character may not be attacked until this card is attacked. This card may not be defended and is KO'd after 1 hit, may be played from reserve. So yeah, this is another one that can be played from reserve, which again is that person in the back. This is an attack 3. Acts as a level 3 energy attack. Up to 2 frontline teammates may make additional attacks, may be played from reserve if a frontline teammate discards 1 card or place in hand. So yeah, what it means by discard 1 card is that you can put cards underneath the characters, and that won't count towards your hand total, and they kind of chill there for a while, so that when you draw back up next battle, like, you can keep using the cards that you place underneath them. This is a once per deck. The Call of Cthulhu. Opponent's characters hit to KO are -5 for a remainder of game. May be played from reserve, 1 per deck. So yeah, again, 1 per deck. John Carter of Mars, 2/6/7/5. His special ability is John Carter may always include level 8 brute force power cards in his deck. So what's that referring to is, again, these numbers. These are like the max that they could use. So he could use a max of 7, but he can actually use 8 because of his ability. He can only use a 5, 6, and 2. So like when you build a deck, you would never include cards over what they can use. Like if you built a deck and your other ones had like a 4, a 3, and a 5, you would never put more than a 5 energy in a deck because that would just be a dead draw. You can never use it. We got teammate may avoid 1 attack. This is acts as an 8 energy combat or brute force multi-power attack. May be made against character in reserve who may defend. So yeah, this is pretty powerful, and this is a 1 per deck, as it should be. Lower gravity, John Carter's brute force power grid is increased by 8 for remainder of battle. So this again would allow him to play an 8 brute force. John Carter may not be attacked by a card with combat or brute force icon for remainder of battle. Very interesting. Acts as a level 8 any power attack. So yeah, these are cards which you can use as like just any single one. Another rule that like is very different from Digimon is that if you pulled 2 copies of this card in your hand, you have to discard one. You can only have 1 of each type, and so that kind of, or 1 of each card in your hand, so that kind of stops you from putting like 4 copies of something in a deck, because if you draw 3 of those copies in a single hand, you're discarding 2 of them. We got a teamwork card, so this one needs a 4 attack, must have 7 or higher to use. First teammate may make 1 combat intelligence power attack card with a +1 bonus. Second teammate may make a 1 power card attack of the other type with a +1 bonus. So this means that it's a 4 attack, must have a 7 to use. So like Juggernaut could use this one because he's got a 7 strength, which matches that, and would count as a 4 attack. And then his second partner could make a combat, and then the third one could make an intelligence. This is any character card, which is real neat. Like they had those. These are normally like super strong. Valkyrie Hilder, select the slain. Any character may look at the top 5 cards of your draw pile and choose any 1 card. Draw and reveal the chosen card. May not be a duplicate. Reshuffle draw pile. 1 per deck. So yeah, again, that's what it's saying. Like it can't be a duplicate because there is that rule in the game. Lancelot, True Strike, so can be used as 7 combat if Sword and Shield is in play. Acts as a level 10 any power attack, 1 per deck. So I'm guessing Sword and Shield has got to be like a character specific one or something like that. Probably a King Arthur card. Ooh, and we got this character sketch 1 per deck. Real nice, and this is an any level 5. And we got the Invisible Man. Very cool. This is the back of the current card game. Yeah, this one, it doesn't look like it has an ability. Otherwise, this is like an extended art where they don't say what they do. I can't remember. That's our first pack. Going right into the second pack. And these blue backs, they're very similar to the DC backs. Because Marvel had red backs, DC had blue backs. We got the Count of Monte Cristo. He's got no ability. He's also got a cost of 20. I believe it's like 36 is something like the max that your team can have, I want to say. Steal 1 place power card from target character. Count of Monte Cristo must immediately attack with a stolen card against a different frontline character, 1 per deck. Acts as level 4 brute force attack. Count of Monte Cristo may make 1 additional numerical attack face down. Opponent must guess defense. Ooh, that's interesting. acts as a level 6 intelligence attack. If successful, target character must discard 2 cards of opponent's choice. Cards must be played to target or in hand. Avoid one attack made with a combat or brute force icon. Opponent must discard 1 card of their choice from hand. So yeah, he seems to be like really hand destruction, which is pretty cool. Draw 3 cards, discard duplicates. Once per deck, yeah. Wicked Witch. So again, like kind of showing us that we get a bunch of IPs just from different stuff. This one again does not have an ability. So not all of them have abilities, it looks like. Aquaphobic. No attacks made with universe cards may be played against the Wicked Witch for the remainder of battle. Acts as a level 4 energy attack. If successful, Wicked Witch may not attack or be attacked for the remainder of battle. I'm sorry if I'm not going over like these as deeply, but again, this is a completely different card game, and I don't want us to be on these forever. I will have those silver shoes. Target character must discard 1 placed card of Wicked Witch's choice. If successful, Wicked Witch may search her dead pile for any basic universe card, reveal it to opponent, and place it in hand. So they talk about, what is it? Dead pile. There's actually like 2 discard piles in this game, which kind of confusing. Like you'll put these in one pile, and then you'll put like your basic attacks in another. I don't remember exactly how that works. Again, when this game initially came out, I was 11, somewhere around there. So it's like, I was definitely not playing it right, as I'm sure all little kids don't do the first time they play a card game. We've got this. Harness the Wind. Any attack made on Wicked Witch or her teammate may be shifted to any frontline teammate for a remainder of battle, once per deck. Or 1 per deck. Acts as an level 8 multi-attack, once per deck. So yeah, this one's, again, really powerful. We got this Teamwork card, which acts as a 4, needs at least a 6. And then you can attack with an energy +0 and an intellect. Well, it's supposed to be energy or intellect at +0, and then an energy or intellect at +1. Very similar as this one, which uses the intellect. Needs a 7, but acts as a 4, and then you can make an energy or a brute force. Yeah, brute force at a +1 each. Joan of Arc. This is one of her cards. So that's what they did. They put a bunch of like they'll give you like 4 or 5 specific cards for the characters, but then you could also find their like extra cards in the back. Early feminist leader, Joan of Arc, and any female teammate are +2 to any combat and intelligence action for remainder of the game, once per deck. My problem with this card is that they're not like... is that they don't say anywhere on here whether they are male or female. Like, if you're going to do this, like, you definitely need to, like, have a symbol on all the other cards that's like, this one's male, this one's female, because, like, Kenji played with Cthulhu? I don't know, he's not male or female. We got home bases, which were another thing that they had in the game. It's like a battlefield. Fortifications. Home base makes a level 4 combat attack. Any frontline character may make 1 additional attack. May only have 1 fortifications card per deck, 1 per deck. So yeah, home bases were like another thing in this game where it costs resource to like, not resource, but it's like part of your team builds. Like the numbers in this bottom corner right here, those like you can only have like I think 36 total, and so like home bases would cost extra. And we got Billy the Kid, 4734, may play numerical special cards from reserve. And so yeah, these are like extended art because they don't have the writing of like energy, combat, brute force, and intelligence. Let's see what this next pack has. We got Captain Nemo. Target character may not play special cards for the remainder of battle. And battles are just like one round. Because like you'll draw cards into your hand. You'll set up your battle area, like put cards underneath, everything like that. Your opponent will do the same. And then you guys will start battle. You go back and forth, making attacks against each other until you both pass. And then the battle ends and you'll start a new round. Acts as level 6 intelligence attack, maybe not be defended by a placed card once per deck. So yeah, this means that you have to like keep the card in your hand. And if I remember correctly, the benefit for placing cards is that they are there, whereas if you keep cards in your hand and you don't use them, I believe you discard them at the end of the battle. Captain Nemo's energy and brute force for power grids are raised to 7 for remainder of battle. Captain Nemo, our target teammate, may only be attacked with intelligence attack cards for remainder of battle. Weapons of Wrath and Hatred acts as a level 10 energy attack, 1 per deck. We got King Arthur. Okay, so we can see if that sword card is in this. Team is +1 to venture total each battle. He's got 3, 7, 4, 6. Excalibur acts as a level 9 energy or combat multi-power attack, 1 per deck. Teammate may avoid 1 attack, King of Camelot. Knights of the Round Table. King Arthur may discard 1 card in hand to reduce the opponent's ventured mission cards by 1. Opponent chooses the mission card. So yeah, I believe you have like 7 mission cards. It's either 5 or 7. I can't remember. Once you get them all to like the ventured state, I believe it is, what's it called, then you win the game. It's one of the 3 win conditions. Heavy is the head. King Arthur may exchange this card for any non-1 per deck special card in the dead pile not played by King Arthur and played immediately. 1 per deck. So nothing too crazy there. Lead from the front. King Arthur or teammate may avoid 1 attack of 4 or less if Lancelot or Merlin stated on King Arthur's team. This card may avoid 1 attack of 6 or less instead. Oh, started on his team, not stated. Yeah, so again, really cool. And like you might be thinking 4 or less, that's not great, but remember, like if you have multiples of these cards, like if you have like 4 7s in your deck, if you draw more than 1, you're discarding it. Plus, because of their spread, if like let's say like Rick gets KO'd in the battle and we lose his 7 in combat and our highest next is 6. Any of those 7s we pulled are going to be dead draws. So this game kind of incentivizes you to play lower cards mixed in there somewhere. Just so that you're not like discarding your entire deck every single round. Because you don't get to like draw extra cards, you will like draw your cards. Any that are duplicates get discarded. And then those are the cards that you get to use the battle. So if you're stacking your cards with just those high powers, you're going to run through your deck like at the same speed as your opponent, but you're going to be discarding a bunch. So it's not going to be good for you. We got Carson of Venus. Opponent must reveal 3 cards from hand, chosen at random. Opponent must discard 1 of the revealed cards of opponent's choice. May be played from reserve. So yeah, this one's, again, kind of little hand destruction. Captain Nemo. Okay, so yeah, this is an extra card. We didn't see it when we pulled Captain Nemo. Never set foot on dry land. Avoid 1 attack and move Captain Nemo into reserve for remainder of battle. Captain Nemo may attack with special cards from reserve. If opponent cannot target any frontline character, immediately return Captain Nemo to the front of line once per deck. That's interesting. Okay, so this one... See, back in the day, I kept these 3 like this, and I would put my reserve character overlay on top of it if that person went out, and then if another one did, I would just Place a card face down to show that those are what I only had left. This is interesting because the way that I'm understanding it is like you have the 3 up front, and then if you play this right away, he would move in back, and the one in back might move up front, but he would stay in back until your last frontline person gets KO'd, and then he would move up. So that's pretty neat. We've got this teamwork card. Needs a 4 brute strength, or is a 4 brute strength, needs a 6 or higher brute to use. First teammate may make an energy or combat at +0. Second one makes the other one at +1. We've got this any character, Red Riding Hood kind of card. Legendary escape. Attack made on frontline character is now made on any other frontline character who may defend. And we got the 3 Musketeers. Very cool. And we got our last pack. It'd be a shame if we pulled the foil in the first pack and there's not one also here. I don't remember what the distributions are. I do know that they are higher than Digimon, I think, because like I have a good stack of these cards. So I hope there's at least one more. Which, by the way, that's separating right there. I'm thinking there is. Ooh, we got Dracula, very good. That's pretty cool. 4468. After discard phase, Dracula may offer one opponent characters to gain +2 to all actions this battle. If accepted, Dracula may remove 2 hits. So hits are the cards that are put under them. So for example, if you attack someone with a card, they'll go underneath that character. And so that's how you kind of calculate if they're KO'd or not. If they have got over 20 points, or if they have at least 3 of the 4 different types, or if they have both, then they are KO'd. So what hits means is like after you hit with the card, it will go underneath it. So like, let's say someone attacks Dracula, use this, it makes a successful hit, I don't defend against it, it'll go underneath the card. And so that'll show that he has 5 damage on him. And so I could offer my opponent like, hey, do you want +2 to all your things? And they're like, sure. If they do that, I get to remove 2 hits from Dracula. Crimson Restoration acts as a level 5 combat. If successful, Dracula may remove all hits from his hits to the current battle and permanent record. Current battle hits move to the astral plane and count to the venture total of this battle. So again, you would keep your hits from this battle and from your total separate. Veil of Deceit. Play during battle. For remainder of game, Dracula may discard this special card from play to negate 1 non-numerical special card played by opponent. Acts as a level 5 combat attack. Dracula may play 1 additional special card. And normally, like when we're going back and forth, like if I play an attack, that's the only card that I could play for that action. And then my opponent would get a chance to defend, then they would get a chance to attack with 1 card of theirs. Cards like this allow you to play more than 1 card. Same thing with the teamwork. But they are a huge resource because you are playing like with the teamwork like 3 cards at once out of your hand. To the last man, opponent team may not attack or defend with cards with the word teammate for the remainder of battle. Dracula may avoid 1 combat or brute force attack. So this is one that I would definitely like over the teamwork one, just because it's like, this is shutting down 2 out of the 4 things where teamwork, they might not play it, they may play it, who knows. Mina Harker, so another vampire. She's a 6/2/6/2. Dracula's telepathic connection. Target character must reveal any cards in hand playable by target character. May be played from reserve. Acts as a level 5 intellect power card. May be used to attack or defend. Nocturnal Hunter. Acts as a level 5 brute force attack. May not be defended by special cards. Mina Harker may offensively negate one of opponent's special cards. Mina Harker may reveal her hand to play open-handed this battle to defensively negate one of opponent's special cards. Interesting. I don't think I'd play this because you're basically like showing your opponent your entire hand and be like, here's my hand. I can negate one of your special cards. Like, I'd only play that if that's like the last card in my hand because I don't want to give my opponent too much information. Vampiric Celebrity. Target character must discard one placed card of Mina Harker's choice. May be played from reserve. There's a lot of cards that can be played from reserve. Back in the Marvel DC days, there was not. We got this Teamwork, 4 attack, 7 or higher to use. Then you can play a Brute Force at +1, Brute Force or Intellect, and then the other one at also +1. So this is very similar. This is an 8 Brute Force to use, acts as a 4 Brute Force attack. This one is a little more powerful because you can use an Energy of Combat at +1 and then empower the other type at +2. But it is an 8 or higher to use, which that's not a very good thing because like normally you'll have one person with like your 8 on it, and once they get taken out, like those are kind of dead draws. We got an any home base card, Isis. Fortifications, home base makes a level 2 multi-attack. Any front character may make 1 additional attack, may only have 1 fortification card per deck, 1 per deck. And we got this 3 any power card, basically, which is pretty cool. And we got the Wicked Witch. That's the final card, which is pretty cool. Like, this is an alt art, so we did pull a regular art of her, didn't we? I want to say we did. Let's take a look. Yeah, there she is. So yeah, like there's the 2 different ones. Which, for a second, I thought this was a completely different character because the artwork is just so different and not what you're expecting. Like, normally you expect the green-skinned Wicked Witch. This one kind of looks more like a hag. And I was like, oh, what is this character? But yeah, they are the same character. But yeah, so that was pretty good. We pulled 2 foils, which are pretty cool. And these ones are also ones that you could throw in any deck because you can see, like, 3s, anyone can use it. 5, most people can use it. That's pretty cool. And just to show you, like, they're doing Invincible, they're doing Walking Dead now, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. Like, this is one that again, I don't actively play in tournaments or things like that because it's kind of hard to find outside of convention scenes because they've still got like a pretty small fan base. But this is one that I've got, like, I kept all my old cards because it was like really sentimental towards me, that I like really love crossovers and things like that. So these were super cool. And so seeing it come back again is really neat for like a whole new generation. And then starting off with like Sherlock Holmes, Cthulhu, and John Carter of Mars, and all those other like open IPs that help them gain traction so they could get the attention of big comic book people again, so they can make these cards. Like, that is pretty cool because now you can have Invincible verse off against Superman, or you could build the team of Superman, the Hulk, Omni-Man, like all in the same team, and they can just battle it out with other ones, which is pretty gosh darn cool to me. I really do enjoy that. Let me know if you guys ever played Overpower or if that's something you'd be interested in. I'd love to hear in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this April Fool's card unboxing because, again, like, we're just having fun on April Fool's. If you guys have any ideas for future videos, leave them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a good old thumbs up, hit that like button. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. The algorithm loves it. Don't forget to hit the bell icon because we upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.